What is up, guys? My name is Ari, and in this video I do want to have a look at KDA Kadena to see where it could potentially go by 2024. We know that the bull market is around the corner. The Bitcoin halving is in exactly 214 days and 18 hours and 37 minutes. What does that mean? Well, we know after the halving, we usually have a bull market. We usually have a bull cycle. That's when the Bitcoin block cycle gets essentially cut by half, or the reward block. And we can see right here, the last halving we had, it was in, well, the first halving was actually in 2013. Guess what happened? Bitcoin went parabolic in the rainbow chart. After that, we had it in 2016, between 2016 and 2017. That's when we had that massive bull market and peaked at 2018 on the rainbow chart. And then after that, guess what happened? A couple of months after, in 2020, we essentially had that massive bull market. It wasn't obviously as big. The cycle was smaller, but we saw Bitcoin peaked to as high as essentially $70,000. And now the halving is just around the corner. Okay, so we're definitely near and around the halving. And the big question is, how will that affect altcoins? How will that affect Kadena? Because we know altcoins follow Bitcoin, and this is why it's very important to talk about Bitcoin in this video at first. But I will have a look at KDA. We're gonna have a look at some TA real quick on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, daily, and weekly. But let's have a look at the crypto bubble real quick. So we can see right here that everything is pretty much in green. The whole market is pretty much in green. The whole market is popping. We got Solana up 10.3%, Pulse Chain up 15%. Everything is pretty much green except for TON, Huobi token, and pretty much ApeCoin and LDO. But other than that, guys, everything is pretty much in green. In the past week, things are looking pretty good. We got a lot of DAOs and a lot of DeFi cryptocurrencies such as Compound and MKR and GMX, Rune, LDO, pretty much high in green. Chainlink making big moves above $8.05. I made a video about Chainlink. If you guys want to, feel free to check that out. I made it a couple of days ago. It was up, Bitcash, Aave. So a lot of these cryptocurrencies, especially DeFi, CRV, SWI, and OP, are pretty much in green. Things are looking very good, and it's going to be obviously very interesting to see where this can go as an altcoin as a whole. But obviously, guys, this video is about KDA, so let's dive into CoinGecko on KDA. Is this a time to buy KDA? What will the price prediction be by 2024, 2025, but really into 2024, because we are entering right now Q4 of 2023. So this is pretty much the last quarter of 2023, and after that we're entering a new year, 2024, followed by a halving that year. So obviously, market cap of KDA is sitting at $121 million. The volume is quite low, 101,481,000. The circulating supply is sitting at 250 million tokens. Obviously, the total supply is 1 billion. So we can see the price of KDA price action in the last 7 days. Nothing too crazy. It was all-time low right here in the last 7 days at 46 cents, rallied all the way up to under 50 cents. If we have a look right here in the past 14 days, nothing too crazy. 30 days, also nothing too crazy. And of course, 90 days, I mean, in the last 90 days, we were sitting at 62 cents. Now we're looking at 46 cents. So that's what's happening, guys. If you haven't put KDA on your watch list and you are a KDA holder, I mean, make sure you guys hit that star. I don't have a account on this browser right now, but obviously in Google Chrome, I do have that favorite star. So make sure you guys hit that star. Let's keep on having KDA ranked up in terms of watch list. And of course, it is currently ranked 210, not the best. So it is obviously a top 300 token at the moment. KDA a few months ago was a top 100. We're gonna have to see where KDA can potentially go. So having a look at a TA, wow, it seems like Kadena right now is taking a nice little dip. Okay, now obviously not so big because KDA hasn't been moving and making big moves, but obviously 1%, 1.5% in the last 2 hours. If we have a look at the 4 hour time frame, okay, let's have a look at the bigger time frame. We could see that KDA did have a nice little consolidation phase. Now we know that the trend is your friend until it bends. There's no question about that, and KDA is holding this nice support region, okay, on the 4 hour time frame, but that does not mean that it's going to hold, right? If we take this right here, we can see that we bottomed out, or didn't bottom out, but we peaked all the way as low as 40 cents on August 18, 2023, and ever since we have been in a nice uptrend. I'm not gonna lie, we are nearing that overbought region on the 4 hour time frame. On the daily time frame, it seems like KDA is attempting a breakout. We're gonna have to see if it is able to do it. If I take this down and I actually do that, we could see that is some sort of triangle. Now obviously, when you have a downtrend followed by a horizontal triangle or any sort of triangle, you're usually going to see a massive dump to the downside. That's usually a continuation, but the way the whole market has been reacting recently, you could see a massive pump to the upside. Now guys, My price prediction for KDA, I mean, I'm not saying we're going to go back to $30 by 2024. I think that 2024 will be a bull market overall, but I don't think that by the end of 2024 we will see essentially KDA back at $30. I mean, look at this. If we have a look at the weekly time frame, guys, KDA looks like a pretty much like it looks dead. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a huge KDA fan. You know, I'm not trying to FUD whatsoever, but if we have a look at the log real quick, I mean, we could see that KDA is not looking so great right here. We do have to break a massive trend, in my opinion, which would be this, in order to have a massive move to $2.25. I think we're gonna see that movement obviously in 2024. I think we're gonna see even go higher than that, maybe $8, maybe $9. I think we're gonna see KDA really have massive move to the upside. I don't know if we're gonna see 23, 24, 28, $30 by the end of 2024, but we could definitely see anywhere between $8 to $10 by the end of 2024. Obviously 2025, half of 2025 at least, should still be a bull market, which should still be bullish. Okay, so obviously by the end of 2025 or middle of 2025, my price prediction should be anywhere between $30 to $60, right? Because like I said, guys, I remember when I did a video on KDA, I said we're most likely going to see something like this, consolidate before essentially going to the upside. Okay, so it's going to take some time. It's not going to happen overnight, guys. It's not, I don't think we're going to see something like this happening again on KDA. Usually when we see something going parabolic in the previous cycle, we don't see it happening in the next cycle. So I mean, we saw what happened with Neo, we saw what happened with EOS. I'm not saying that KDA is the same, right? But we're most likely going to see something like that happening, okay? And you guys can see right here by March 2025, you know, a couple of months in 25, we're already at $34. And we can see right here, just in 2024, we're already at $6. Now, obviously what I drew right here is an approximate, you know, chart. I'm not saying it's going to play out exactly like that. It could definitely play out like that, or definitely play out like this. We don't know. We could also have a very hard pump like that. So obviously, guys, there's a lot of scenarios that can play. I can't really say anything from the future. All I know and all I can tell you is that when Bitcoin pumps, altcoins usually pump. I think that Bitcoin will be anywhere from $150,000 to $200,000 in the next bull market. A lot of money will be flowing. A lot of cryptocurrency will be bought. Think about it, guys. Only 2% have bought crypto in the whole world. 2 to 3%, maybe even less, because a lot of people sold and forgot about it. So imagine what happens when you get 4, 5, 6, even 7% of the world, which is even that's very difficult. But imagine when you get even 5% of the world or 6% of the world buying crypto, even $1 or $10 worth of crypto. I mean, imagine how much money will be flowing. And usually people who buy crypto, they don't buy $1 realistically. They buy $10, $20, $50. And then you have obviously the bigger whales who buy 30, 40, 50,000 at a time, even 100,000 at a time, or even a couple million. So obviously, I mean, the small retail investors is really what's going to make the massive pump in the next bull market. I'm very excited. It's not going to be institution this time. Last bull market was institution. This bull market is going to be retail. I promise you that, or at least I'm very confident in that. And that is about it. So that is my analysis on KDA, guys. Our site is looking very low. It's looking very fantastic. I mean, we could see a massive pump to the upside. It seems like the R site is getting ready to make moves. Finally, if we have a look right here on the moving averages right here, it seems like we're trying to attempt to break on the 50 moving average, which is also very bullish. If we do so, we could have a nice little retest to the 200 moving average. And if, of course, we break the 200 moving average, then it's going to be a parabolic move, in my opinion. The last time we were above the 200 moving average was actually right here, February 20th, 2022. So 200 moving average is really something you want to look at. The 200 moving average on Bitcoin is also something you want to look at. We can see right here that we did have a death cross. Can we have a bull cross? We are above the 50 moving average, attempting to break the 200 moving average in the coming weeks, in my opinion, for Bitcoin. If we do break above the 200 moving average, that would essentially be very bullish one. We haven't broken the 200 moving average since the 16th of August, and you guys know what happened when we broke above the 200 moving average last time. Bitcoin pretty much rallied all the way from 19,000 to $32,000. So this is my analysis. If you guys do like this video, please don't forget to smash the subscribe button, leave a like, and I will see you guys in my next video tomorrow.